stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I took off proof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was saying, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was saying, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
She want bring the line in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make bands. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Check, 47. Coming to you.
Jim Pilot, 64, weak.
Hatchet. Back.
Echo. Set hut.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 1, 2, 3. Hut. Kill.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. 4-7's the mic.
Here we go. Ready. Check, Mike. Ready.
From the gun, Love. He's got his tight end fan. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it. Kill.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 50.
To throw, it's Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Kill.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Kill.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Okay, ready? 47. Check, 47. He runs. Show an A. Bang, 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 bang. Set, go.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Shakedown, baby.
No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch the edge. Go.
On second down, it's Evans. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready. 50. Plant. Who that? Charlie. Hut. 57's right.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
50. Go.
To throw on third down. Love. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Good work, boys.
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Kill. Sammy. Hey, turn it up.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Breeze now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. 5'9". Mike 54. Hey, check. 53. Hey, watch that. Wait, check, Mike.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
We got this.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. Yellow weighty. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Switch. Watch twitch.
Easy, opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
11. Play set.
Breeze now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Double tight.
Over.
3 down. Check 3.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Ready.
I think he likes natural light best.
Watch 54. Here we go. Check 99.
Easy, opposite. Play set.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He is going to find Hill here, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy.
Now Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
80 weapon. Switch. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Ready, go.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the safety creep. Slam.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. 22 jet bomber. Ready, go.
Now it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check three. Yep. Hey, motion back. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Ready, go. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under 10.
Off play action. Love looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, Echo.
Bang
Tight.
Hey, tight.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Kill.
Play tight. You're good. Line 4, ready.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
65.
Shift.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Shift. Say,
On 1st down, Love. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
You got it.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Under crunch.
2nd and 3. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Grace don't travel. Check. Deuce.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Head up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Ready. 50. Plant. 66. Bullet high. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 37. Orbit. Set, go. Ready, go.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
One more time with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Ready, go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, kill.
Bree's going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Kill.
5-1. Ready, tack.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ready. 5-8.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
Sammy.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 13.
Again, it's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
25, check 25, check 25.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. 30, the 20. And he cuts it back right, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's go, let's
The
go,
Broncos
let's go.
onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Giving up nothing today. SOS.
Recon, 132 fighting. Ready, go.
SOS.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
70 Indy in your face.
Check.
Dog.
Lucky.
Lock it. Blue dart corkers.
Motion.
Set hut.
On 3rd and 2, Love escaping the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Set. Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch the curl.
General. West. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
H3, 218. Chopper. Set, go.
From the gun, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Oh, yeah, that's the score, baby. That's it, huh?
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready, set.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Set, go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go.
On the counter, Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. 61. Matchbox light. Ready.
47's a mic. 47's a mic.
Ready. Hey, check, Mike. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Shit.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
54's Mike. Where's that? Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Check, 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 check.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Right here, right here.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And
he's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy.
Ladies and gentlemen,